Okay guys, the week 1 reward is available for claim on Somnia Odyssey. So if you completed the week 1 reward when it was available and it is still on right now, you can go now to claim your reward so that we can move over to week 2. So these are week 2 tasks that you need to complete so that you can qualify for the weekly release of your airdrop. So not just those who have airdrops. If you want to participate on Somnia Season 2, you can also join us to complete most of these tasks, because you can see from here that everything you complete are being recorded. Your XP and your verified tasks are being recorded, and they will count towards maybe rewards later. So let us focus on week 2 and check out the task. The tasks that are in green means that they are compulsory for you to complete in order to unlock your reward. So you need to defeat 100 enemies, and I have completed the video to show you that. This video showing on your screen right now, please go watch the video so that you learn how to play the Hive Invasion game and claim this reward. And then inside the game you can actually mint an NFT chest so that you can also claim this number 1 reward if you want to do that. It will cost you 2 SOMI to do that, but if you do not want to spend anything, just play the game, defeat 100 enemies, and you can come to claim this reward. Now, other tasks we need to complete is provide a total of $5 worth of liquidity on QuickSwap, and then deploy an NFT on Somnia using NFTs to me. Most of these tasks we completed them during Testnet, so if you participated during Testnet, this thing shouldn't be new to you. But let me focus on how to complete other of the tasks. Since I have done this number 1 and 2, let me go straight to QuickSwap. Provide a total of $5 liquidity on QuickSwap. But before I do that, I'm also going to complete this task, make a total of $200 volume swaps on QuickSwap. Okay, so I'm just going to click on go so that will move forward. While that is loading, there's also mint and open NFT by this particular platform here. If you don't want to mint this, it is not compulsory, because this is going to cost you 3 SOMI to mint this particular NFT. But for those who are looking forward to unlocking their airdrop reward, defeat 100 enemies is compulsory, provide $5 of liquidity on QuickSwap is compulsory, and deploy an NFT on NFTs to me is also compulsory. When you come to QuickSwap, there's one thing that you must ensure is set properly, and which is your network. You see the place that mine is showing Polygon, it's not supposed to be on Polygon, it should be on Somnia. So click on that under Mainnet, make sure it is on Mainnet, switch to Somnia. All right, so once you switch to Somnia, of course the next thing is to make sure you connect your wallet. Alright, so with your wallet connected, the next thing you can go ahead and complete the task. Remember, there are 2 tasks. Make a total of $200 volume worth of swaps and provide a liquidity of $5, of at least $5 on the QuickSwap. So the next thing you need to do is to make your swap. I need to make at least $200 worth of swap volume. Alright, so in this case, I want to swap some USDC into SOMI. So you can always click here to select any token you want to swap, any token pairs you want to swap. So in this case, let me swap 100. Okay, 107 worth of USDC into SOMI. You know what? I'm going to swap USDC into USDT. It doesn't matter the token pairs you are swapping, you just need to make the volume of at least $200. So I'm going to swap USDC into USDT, right? Then after selecting the pairs, you need to click here to grant permission to QuickSwap to spend your token. So I'll click on that. And then I will approve spending cap limit. Once that is approved, and then the next swap here is to make my swap. I will confirm swap here. Okay, transaction completed. That is for 1. So I've made $100 worth of swaps. Okay, so the next thing now, I'm going to swap my USDT back to USDC. In doing this, I will accumulate my $200 trading volume. Now, the reason why I'm using stable coins is that there's less slippage and loss of value when you are swapping from between stable coins. The last time I swapped USDC into I swapped SOMI into USDC, I lost about $5 in the swap. So I learned that I've left $100 in my wallet I'm going to be using for completing any swapping task. So this one does not lose much volume when you are making your swap. This is just a personal experience that I had, and I have also learned from it. So if I was to make a swap from USDC to SOMI, I might end up losing 1 Somnia. which is more than $1. And then if I'm swapping from SOMI back to USDC, I'm also going to lose more than 1 SOMI. And then at the end of that, I might end up losing close to $4 to $5. Transaction completed. Okay, so I have successfully completed $200 worth of swap. So make a total of $200 volume on QuickSwap. All right, I'll click on verify to claim that, and completed. I have completed that. So the next task is provide a total of $5 liquidity on QuickSwap. To provide liquidity on any platform at all, you need to provide liquidity in 2 token pairs. So you need to choose the 2 tokens that you're going to be using to provide your liquidity. In this case, I'm going to be using, let me see the tokens that I have. I'm going to be using SOMI against USDC. Okay, so I'll be providing liquidity in SOMI against USDC. Now, when you want to provide your liquidity, this place that you see set a range. Now, when you provide liquidity and you put it on full range, it means that your liquidity will always be earning you commission. It will always make earnings for you, but the earnings will be small compared to what you will get if you put it under safe, common, or expert. Now let me explain the differences between all of them. When you put it on full, it will keep earning you reward no matter the price difference between SOMI and USDC. So no matter the price difference between SOMI and USDC, as long as it is under full, it will always earn you reward. All right, but when you put it on safe, you are telling the exchange that your liquidity should only be active as long as the price of SOMI is under 1.1 to 1.9. So as long as the price of Somnia falls under 1.1 to 1.9, your liquidity should be active and should be earning you reward. And then because the price range is smaller compared to full, then it's also going to be giving you more reward. But you can see here there's risk and there's profit. So while the profit is higher, the risk is also higher because you are going to experience what we call impermanent loss. So if you provided like 100 SOMI against 100 USDC, after a while you might come back and you see that your SOMI has reduced to 95 and then maybe your USDC has increased a bit. It is called impermanent loss. So it's kind of a complex stuff that has to do with providing liquidity on decentralized exchange. So while it is unsafe, your liquidity will only be active between the price of 1.1 to 1.9. Now, if you increase it again to common, you notice that the price range has shrunk a bit. Now it is between 1.2 to 1.6. So as long as the price of Somnia falls between 1.2 and 1.6, your liquidity will also keep earning you reward. Now, if you put it on expert, once you put it on expert, it will reduce a lot from 1.3 to 1.5. So it becomes very volatile. Your liquidity can stop earning you reward at any time, because if some price of Somnia falls under 1.3, it stops earning you reward. If it goes above 1.5, it also stops earning you reward. And this is the illustration of what it looks like. Okay, so whichever one you are comfortable with. If you are just doing it for the sake of completing this task, you can put full, because this one doesn't give much error when you want to provide your liquidity. So now, how much liquidity do you want to provide? The task on Somnia Odyssey says your liquidity should be worth at least $5. So what that means is that we can simply provide USDC of $3 against Somnia of 2.1, because if you add $3 plus 2.9, it gives you above $5, right? So to be safe, just leave it at that. For those that just want to complete the task and don't want to provide liquidity, for those who wants to provide liquidity and earn commission from whenever people make transactions on QuickSwap, you can go ahead and add more liquidity so that you earn more reward. So I will approve my USDC so that I can complete the task. All right, and then I will confirm. This is just the first sign in, and then now I need to click on create position to create my liquidity. So you need to review everything again. Since it is on full, you can see that minimum price, there is no minimum price, and maximum price is infinity, what means that my liquidity will always remain active. So I will click on confirm, and then I will confirm this transaction. And you can see that confirmed adding of SOMI and USDT to Liquidity. Now there's something I want to let you know. If you try adding Liquidity or you try making swap and it keeps failing, if your Liquidity keeps failing, this is what you need to do. Come to the menu section here. This place you see your wallet. When you click on that, click on settings. When you click on settings, please, you see slippage tolerance, put it on auto, because I think it might be on 0.1 automatically. And then if it's on 0.1, if your slippage tolerance is too little, it might make your transactions to fail. So put it on auto so that it can automatically process your transaction. So if your transactions keeps failing on adding of Liquidity, please do this and it will become successful at once. So I have successfully added Liquidity. Where do you see your Liquidity? If you want to see your Liquidity, simply click on your positions. Under pose, you click on your positions, and this is where you're going to see the Liquidity you've added. This is mine, WAP SOMI USDC. So if you want to remove your Liquidity, you simply click on manage. When you add Liquidity, you are going to be earning rewards whenever people make swap on that exchange. So anytime somebody makes a swap on this Somnia to USDC, you are going to earn a percentage of the fee the person pays, and then your fee is going to be accruing here. So when you accrue some amount, you can simply collect your fees, which is claiming your reward. But if you want to remove your Liquidity, you simply click on withdraw. Okay, then you click on withdraw, and then you determine how much of your Liquidity you want to remove. If you want to remove 100%, you put it on 100%, and then you remove your Liquidity. I have no interest in removing my Liquidity. I'm going to leave it here for now. So now that you've added your Liquidity, you return to the Somnia Odyssey quest, and then this place you see provide a total of $5 Liquidity on QuickSwap. Then you simply click on verify, and bam, you have claimed your reward. So my reward is claimed successfully. Now the last task we need to complete is deploy an NFT on Somnia. So to deploy an NFT on Somnia, it is very easy to do. You just click on go, so that you'll be redirected to the NFTs to me on Somnia. So from here, you need to click on create on Somnia to take it directly to the creation page. But once you're on the creation page, two things. Number one, connect your wallet, and then number two, make sure that it is on Somnia. If it is not on Somnia, switch it over to Somnia. So for now, I'll need to connect my wallet. So here we are, my wallet is connected, right? Now this is where you need to launch your NFT. Just click on this edition, single artwork, so that you can use a single picture to mint your NFT. So on this dashboard, this is the form you need to fill to mint your NFT. Your project name, you'll give you a project name here. Whatever name you want to name your NFT, just give it a name. Then a token symbol. Every NFT has a symbol that represents it. Under description, you put it on description. Now, if you want your NFT to be a free mint, those minting it to mint for free, just leave creators reward to be at 0.1. If you want to charge for your NFT, you can increase it to any amount that you need. But know that any amount above 0.1, we change it to minting fee. It is no longer free. So I want mine to be free, so I'm going to put it on 0.1. It is the only thing here is creators fee. We leave it at that. Then on this hide here, you're going to put the picture that will represent your NFT. So the picture, any picture you want to use, you upload it here to represent your NFT. Let's start doing that one after the other. So for the pictures, I'm going to use this. I want to use this as my NFT, right? So I'm going to open that, so you can see it has been uploaded, right? This is the picture I'm going to be using as my NFT. Now the project name, I'm going to choose a name for this project, for this NFT, and I will call it the Praying Somnia. Okay, the Praying Somnia. This is the name for my NFT, and then the symbol, I'll just put it as pray. Now the description, give it a description. I mean, this is not something I want to take serious, it's just to show you how to do that. So I will use it as for whoever holds this NFT, will have 100 years of good luck. Okay, I need to make some corrections here. Okay, for whoever holds this NFT will have 100 years of good luck. That is all I need to do. So whatever description you want to use for your NFT, use the description, put the token symbol, and then the name of your project. Now, next thing you need to do is to click on advanced options so that you can apply some other settings. Now, if you want your NFT to be published immediately so that others can mint, leave it on public to be open. But if you want to do pre-sale, if you want to take it more seriously, you can do white listing and so many others, but leave it, for the sake of this task we're completing, leave it at open. Then industry and so many on-chain affiliation percentage. If you want to be receiving percentage for each time your NFT is sold on the market, you can add percentage. Max per wallet. How many tokens can each wallet mint? So if you leave it at 0, it will be unlimited, meaning if you have little amount of NFT supply like 1,000, one person can mint all the 1,000. So I like to leave mine at 1 because this NFT I'm going to make only maybe 1,000 supply so that each wallet can claim only 1. So this is all I need to do. I've done everything right. I've for supply, if you want to put the supply of the NFT, how many NFT to exist, you cannot do it on this page. It is on the next page after deploying the NFT that we can do that. I will show you how to do that. For now, we click on deploy to Somnia, and then it will upload your artwork. All right, so right now you'll confirm with your wallet. The only thing it's going to cost you to do this, to deploy this NFT, is this fee of $0.03 worth of Somnia, which is less than 0.01. So I'm going to click on confirm to launch my NFT, sending transaction, creating edition, and transaction set. So my NFT has been deployed. Right now my NFT has been deployed. Now if you want to if you want to edit some of your NFTs, some of your details about your NFT, you need to go to dashboard. You need to click to dashboard to do that. Your minting page, this is this link. You need to copy this link because this is the link you share with others so that they can mint your NFT. So this link is what you share. Now remember that we did not set total supply of this NFT, but now after deploying your NFT, since we have deployed our NFT, we can return to Odyssey platform and claim our reward. All we needed to do was to deploy the NFT, and we have done that. So right now we click on verify and deploy an NFT, and it is completed. So we have successfully completed this. So right now I am qualified to claim my week 2 reward because I did this: defeat 100 enemies in Hive Invasion, provide a total of $5 liquidity on QuickSwap, and deploy an NFT. These 3 tasks are what you need. So for your NFT that you just deployed, if you want to set the total supply, you can see that the total supply right now, total supply is infinite. So any amount of NFT can be minted. If you want to edit this, you need to come to collection and minting setting. So from here you can see reduce collection size. Now you need to put the amount of NFT you want to exist. In this case, I'm going to put 1,000. All right. So now that I've put in 1,000, I just need to click on update collection size. So successfully changed collection size to 1,000. So now that is done, we need to check what we just applied now. So we need to come to overview to see the details about our NFT, and you can see this is the details of our NFT, and total supply is now 1,000. So our total supply is maxed at 1,000. So you need to share your link with others and ask them to mint your NFT on NFTs to me. But the most important thing is that you have claimed your reward on Somnia Odyssey. So this is all you need to do for week 2. And then once our reward is unlocked, you can come here to claim your reward. Now this is for everyone participating on Somnia. It is not enough for you to be completing those tasks. Come to quest.somnia.network and also participate on season 5. So every day campaigns will be released, but most importantly, click on your GSomnia to get your login streak. So I need to click on GSomnia to complete my login streak and then accumulate as much points as possible. You also need to complete this campaign on Somnia Quest. And don't forget to claim your week 1 reward so that you have that as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and bye for now.